Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jonathan here, DJ Puff the Third. Very quick video. I'm in the bedroom early this morning. I had a bit of a wobbling moment. My mother was here and my Keyring Network social worker. I've just been randomly lying down now that the bed's made, but I'm in the bedroom and I thought I'd go through. The plants are on my windowsill. May strike as a bit boring, but they've been here for a little while and I've been growing quite a few bits. The cat still does her best to escape from the window up there, but there's some plants here that they've been doing quite well, and try and show them off. So we'll swivel this camera around and we'll take a look at them. Right, and what we got here are two potted basically Crassula ovata, or friendship tree, Chinese rubber plant, or money plant. We've got two of them. We've got cuttings off of a epiphyte or epiphyllum cactus. So there's one here, and it's got a massive cream flower that opens at night and it's scented like a queen of the night cactus. And there's one, and there's two. There's a big limb on that. They're doing quite well. This is a south facing window, and that's an epiphyllum epiphyte. And at the back there, that's just a Hylocereus that used to be a graft, a gymnoclisium graft. It has got some new growth on it. So we've got Hylocereus, a couple of big epiphyllum cuttings. Here I've got some cuttings from a Christmas cactus or Thanksgiving cactus, and these were cuttings from the less common peach gold colour one, and give them a little bit of water. Might need a little bit more again, but they're done well. And this is the peachy gold coloured one. That's very nice. There's a few cactus seed here, seedlings. This one was probably last year and is most likely a Pilosocereus azareus or Pilosocereus pachyclados. And these were grown last year. Again, they probably need a bit more water from underneath to encourage the roots to go down. And these are all Pharaoh cactus, packets of seeds, and it's normally the same. Very little comes up, but at least we've got some Pharaoh cactus come up. And a few more waters and they'll be good to go through the winter. And these are even earlier, and these were probably a couple of years ago, and a lot of them came off a Parodia or Noto cactus, Herteri rosiolutus plant. And the big cactus is just amazing. It's got the most beautiful flower and spination. It's making a really big plant now. And these are all seedlings, about a year or two old, from the Parodia or Noto cactus rosiolutus. And a couple at the back. So I've got my cactus seed. And they're all grown in Croydon Tramlink sanding gear grit. So the trams, sanding gear, is all grown in the grit, which I washed out and put hormone rooting powder in, which had a fungicide. And in the corner, it's just I might clip the tops off. Not sure if I can get cuttings off of it. Might be able to get cuttings off of it. This is a Portalcaria afra succulent. I've had this plant in the past. There is a tiny little bit of mealybug here and there. Probably have to spray it. But I may take the tips off just to cut it back. And at the back is another seed grown plant, and that is an Opuntia, and it's most likely Opuntia azureus. I'm not entirely sure, but it's exactly the same as the bigger one at Nash's garden that I grew in 2011. This is about 2 years old, 2 or 3 years old. So I've got one at Nash's garden, I've got one here. So I'll shove that up there. And I did mention before that I wanted to do a pineapple, how to grow your own pineapple video. And sadly, every time I got a pineapple and brought it home, by a day or two later, the middle was dying on it, and it's just really annoying. And even this one, as you can see, the top of this pineapple, it's got roots coming down, but the centre, it lost the centre. So I just got to wait to see if the centre dries out, and it pushes up some more leaves from the centre. But it is possible to grow your own pineapple, as you can see. And I've got 2 of them, and this one here has just started to produce roots as well. And I'm not sure if the centre of this one has died yet, but so it is possible to grow your own pineapples. There is a technique to do it, but getting them to actually grow and not have the centre crown die on you is a bit of a task, to be honest. That's an iron pyrite I found on the south coast of UKGB. Dogtooth iron pyrite from Eastbourne at the coast. Lovely thing, very therapeutic in the hand. And I've got that on the windowsill. And back here I've got some dragon fruit plants, because I grew some dragon fruit from seed. And you can see this one here is pretty big, and it's still going even now. I mean, we're up to September now and it's still going. So dragon fruit plant, that's not a bad size at all. And there's another one behind, which isn't too bad. There's 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 plants in there. But this one is just, well, again, 2 or 3 plants, but there's 2 bigger stems on it. So that's quite exciting. Lovely. So it's looking pretty green on the south windowsill in the bedroom. And also, sadly, the Sorbus outkiparia, or mountain ash, out the front of my flat, out my bedroom window, it's finally died. I've seen the signs over the last 5 years, and I've seen the other larger mountain ashes go the same way. And I've heard it's either to do with sun scorch on the, to do with winter sun, and it's affecting the trees, the sun scorch. Global greenhouse, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But the tree did start to die on the west side. But also, there is a lamppost up there, and it died on the side of the lamppost. And of course, people are talking about 5G as well. So it's sad, because when my block was built, which is probably in the mid-60s, 1964, there are 3 of these mountain ash trees on the block, and one was gone by the time I got here. A second one came down about 4 to 6 years ago, and this one has just basically died a death, either because of the environment or even possibly this 5G that people were going on about. but sadly it's died, and I have got a bird box on there, and the bird box has had birds in it for at least 3 seasons, and it's a shame because I've had blue tits in that bird box. And now I've got to take the bird box down, and there's a bird feeder the other side of the tree, so a bit of a disaster really. I've already planted 2 plum trees further down. Sadly, more misery, tree related, they've both got pocket plum, so they're completely useless for fruit, because you get the blossom, but in after the spring the plums are just disfigured, and they get massive, and then they get covered in mould. Pocket plum, so they're good for being trees and taking in carbon dioxide and breathing out oxygen, but they're completely useless for fruit. So well, that's my south bedroom windowsill. As I said, Hylocereus epiphyllum, which has a massive cream flower like Queen of the Night flower. Dragon fruit, dragon fruit, Christmas cactus, or Thanksgiving cactus, which is Schlumbergera, they're called Schlumbergera. Pharaoh cactus seedlings from last year. One probably Hylocereus seedling, about 2 years old or a year old. A couple of pineapples, and Parodia or Notocactus hurteri roseolutus, and a puntia in the corner, which is 2 or 3 years old, and a succulent Portalcaria afra. And sad stories about dying trees and pest and fungus affected trees. Sad shit. And I do a lot of tree planting, guerrilla tree planting. My health hasn't been great, so I haven't been able to do it much recently. There's one of the plums there. It's good as a tree, but it's totally useless for fruit. It's got pocket plum. Anyway, just a short video, a small corner of the bedroom after me with a trough, and sick of laying down in my bed all the time, but I've been so wobbly recently, and this morning was no different. I'm probably going to have another half hour, and then I'm going to go up to Crystal Palace, get some exercise, either take the buggy or the cane, try and stay stable and get some exercise. Anyway, thank God the bed's made at least. Oh yeah, and there's my home wine. I made my own wine, didn't I? 5 bottled, and the rest is still in the demijohn. It's almost been a year, and they've been in the demijohn, and I've had the straw out. I've tasted what's in the demijohn. It's not much different to any red wine you'd buy in a shop, to be honest. Done a good job. So yeah, and that's the red wine, not I. Done last October. I'm going to take one of them bottles to a friend of mine in Old Town. Anyway, I'll end it there. Just a short corner. Some plants in the windowsill. Sad stories about some trees. And I'll catch you later in another video. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.